Hey there, welcome to my channel. Are you ready to be amazed and possibly even shocked? Because today we're diving into the crazy world of foods from the United States that other nations banned or restrict. You might think you know all there is to know about your favorite snacks and meals, but you might be surprised to find out that some of them are considered taboo in other parts of the world. So join me as we explore the wild and wacky world of international food laws and regulations. And we're off! Countries typically have a lot of regulations about what can or cannot go into food, but there are always some exceptions. So, if you're planning on traveling internationally and love American food, here's everything you need to know about the kinds of food that are banned or restricted in other countries. Let's start with Fruit Loops, a popular brand of breakfast cereal made by Kellogg's, banned in several European countries, including France, Austria, Norway, and Finland. The ban is likely motivated by concerns about the safety of the food dyes used in the cereal, which include yellow 5 and red 40. These artificial colors have been linked to negative effects on cell development in scientific studies, leading to concerns about their potential harm to human health. As a result, Fruit Loops is not sold in these countries. However, it's important to note that the safety of food additives, including food dyes, is a complex and controversial topic, and different regulatory agencies have different standards and approaches to evaluating their safety. Are you a fan of US chicken? Well, if yes, you may be shocked to learn that American chicken has been explicitly banned in the European Union due to the manner in which it's produced and processed in the US. One of the main reasons for the ban is the practice of washing chicken in a chlorine solution before it's sold in the market. This antimicrobial treatment is intended to reduce the risk of salmonella contamination and other bacteria that can cause foodborne illness. While this may sound like a good way to ensure chicken safety, the European Union has concerns about this practice. The EU believes that there should be high levels of safety throughout the food chain, from the farm to the fork, rather than relying on heavy cleaning at the end of the process to compensate for insufficient hygiene standards earlier in the process. As a result, the EU has banned American chicken since 1997. While it may be inconvenient for American chicken lovers to be unable to enjoy this food in the EU, the ban is in place to ensure the safety and quality of the food consumed in the region. Before we move on, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Next up is the American cheese. Oh, American cheese. Why are you banned in other countries? Well, the reason is because of one main ingredient, casein. Casein is a protein found in dairy products, including milk and cheese. This protein's been linked to several serious health concerns, including an increased risk of gastrointestinal cancers, neurological disorders, and diabetes. The ban on American cheese was put into place in the UK by the Food Standards Agency, or FSA, in 2011 when it was deemed to be high risk to health due to unacceptable levels of contamination with dioxins and nitrates. These contaminants can be found in manufacturing certain dairy products, such as cheese and sour cream. Some of these contaminants are known carcinogens. As you can see, there are many reasons why foods deemed to be dangerous or offensive by other countries have been banned. And these include the use of artificial colors, additives that may have adverse health effects, and destructive practices in the production process. If you're a fan of milk, you might be surprised to hear that milk produced in the United States is banned in several countries worldwide, including Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Japan, and the European Union. But what could have led to such a ban on this popular and nutritious drink? The answer lies in using a synthetic man-made growth hormone called recombinant bovine growth hormone, or RBGH, to increase milk production in dairy cows in the United States. Developed by the agricultural biotech corporation Monsanto, RBGH, also known as RBST, was approved by the Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, in 1993, allowing companies to produce large amounts of cheaper milk in factory farms. However, there are concerns about the safety of milk produced using RBGH. Studies have found that cows treated with RBGH produce milk with elevated insulin-like growth factor 1, or IFG1 levels, which has been linked to an increased risk of breast cancer and other types of cancer. As a result, many countries have banned milk produced using RBGH to protect the health of their citizens. While it may be inconvenient for milk lovers to be unable to enjoy this drink in certain countries, the ban's in place to ensure the safety and quality of consumed food. If you're concerned about the impact of RBGH on your health, it's highly recommended to choose organic milk, or milk labeled as does not contain RBGH. Attention snack lovers! If you're a fan of Little Debbie Swiss rolls, you might be surprised to learn that the tasty treat is banned in several countries, including Norway and Austria. But what could have led to such a ban on these delicious snacks? It turns out that Little Debbie Swiss rolls contain artificial food color dyes, including yellow 5 and red 40, which are considered to be carcinogenic and have been linked to negative effects on children's activity and attention. In the European Union, products containing these dyes are required to include warning labels about these potential effects, but in countries like Norway and Austria, the snack's been banned outright. Although it may be inconvenient for Little Debbie Swiss Rolls fans to be unable to enjoy this snack in certain countries, the ban is in place to ensure the safety and quality of the consumed food. If you're concerned about your children's health, choose Swiss Rolls brands labeled "does not contain artificial food colorants" or "does not contain artificial flavors." Yet another American food that's been banned in other countries is instant mashed potatoes. Yeah, you heard me right, the instant mashed potatoes. These convenient spuds are not allowed in the European Union, Japan, or Australia. So what's the issue with smashed potatoes? Well, it turns out that these instant mashed potatoes contain a preservative called butylated hydroxyanisole, or BHA. This chemical is also used in rubber and wax food packaging. Yuck! It's no surprise that these countries have decided to ban this product. So next time you're in the mood for mashed potatoes, you should skip the box stuff and opt for the real deal. Your body will thank you. Next is the prepackaged ground beef. Did you know that the prepackaged ground beef you buy at the grocery store might contain something called pink slime? Gross, right? Unfortunately, it's true. A 2012 ABC News investigation found that around 70% of ground beef sold in US supermarkets contained this meat byproduct used as a filler to reduce fat content. But here's the thing. Pink slime's made with ammonia gas, a dangerous chemical for human consumption. Despite this, the FDA approved pink slime for human consumption in the US in 2001. So what's the solution? Opt for fresh, locally sourced meat, or grind at home to avoid pink slime in your ground beef. You might be familiar with Nestle's drumstick ice cream, but did you know it's banned in the European Union? This famous ice cream treat contains a sneaky ingredient within its cone, carrageenan. This seaweed-derived thickening agent is used to extend the shelf life of consumer products, but it's also been linked to inflammation and possibly even cancer. As a result, you won't be able to find drumstick ice cream in Europe. Lastly, we have Arby's sourdough breakfast bread, croissants, and French toast sticks. These tasty baked goods may be a staple in the fast food chain, but they are banned in India, the UK, and the European Union. So what's the issue? It turns out that Arby's uses a toxic ingredient called azodicarbonamide, or ACA, in its bread. ACA is a whitening agent used to lighten and leaven the dough, but it's also used in foam and vinyl products. There are concerns that ACA may be a carcinogen, yet the FDA still permits its use in the US. This is particularly concerning given that we consume bread daily, often as a staple in our diets. While ACA may not be harmful in small amounts, the long-term effects of consuming this chemical are not fully understood. So if you're planning on traveling abroad and craving an Arby's sandwich, check the local regulations before placing your order. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially regarding the food we put into our bodies. Well, there you have a look at some American foods that have been banned in other countries. It's always interesting to see how different cultures view food, and it's a reminder that what we consider normal and acceptable may not be the same in other parts of the world. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more exciting content. Also, let us know other food facts you would like us to cover in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.